Hello, and welcome to my thoughts while standing in the queue. The other day, I was at a bookshop and I noticed how many people were looking at books that gave advice about relationships and about sex. And I thought, everyone knows that the longer you're in a relationship, the less you have sex. Because it isn't the lack of desire, it's the lack of time. By the time you have a full-time job, both of you are working, and you have your children, you can't just run home for a quickie, because what if the children are there? You have to be more careful, and you're exhausted. After a few years with children and a house and 2 jobs to keep up, honey, I'm too tired is not an excuse, it's a fact. And that's why a company in Sweden decided to give their workers a sex break instead of a fitness break. That way they could meet their loved one in the park or run home while the children are in school and have a quickie, and that would beef up their energy and make them happy and more interested in finishing off the afternoon at work. I wonder about that. My husband used to try to mount me every minute of the day, and I'll tell you, it made for a chaotic house, a lot of laundry, and a lot of undone chores. I don't know. I think that we should have a different kind of break. I don't think we need sex breaks. I think, for example, it would be lovely for women who work in the office to be able to have a fashion break. About 2:30 in the afternoon, just when you think you're not going to make it till 5, you run out to Marks and Spencer's, John Lewis, or wherever you happen to be, and you look around with all the good sales and see if you can take advantage of the sales that they're offering before the 5 o'clock rush. That'd be a good idea. And what about the men? Well, I think that a guy that's working in the office right around 2 should be able to have a beer break. Run out and have an hour where he can just guzzle as much beer as he wants, and then he comes back, and the last couple hours of the day will feel a lot better. He'll like it. It might put a song in his heart and a spring to his step, and that would make him happy. And that's a very good thing in every relationship, because you know how rare it is to find a happy man. Then I think there should also be something for housewives. They're trapped in that house all day, taking care of the baby, doing laundry, cleaning the windows and cleaning the floors, and just trapped and doing things that have no mental stimulation. What they should be able to do is have an hour break where they run out into the garden and they roll in the mud and get as dirty as they want. And then 4 o'clock, before the children are when the children get home, but they're busy with their homework, they could relax in a hot bath. And by the time the hubby comes home from his stop at the pub and he's with his beer breath, she'll be in a good mood and able to handle all the frustration that the relationship and bringing up children and cooking dinner and getting it ready on time and still looking halfway decent brings. And then, of course, they should have a break for children. I know I taught school, and I really felt that the children, after 5 hours with me, had really had enough. And I had, frankly, had enough of them. And I thought that would really be good if you could have a 15-minute break in the middle of the school day and just say to the children, scream your lungs out. Just scream as much as you want, and you'll feel better for the rest of the day. I actually loved doing that as a child, even when the teacher didn't want me to. I think the teachers should have a break too. They should have a special run out in the playground, take off all your clothes, and just run naked through the swings and the slides in the jungle gym. They should have that. It would make them come back and not be so frustrated with the children that didn't listen to them and paid no attention. And the long, grueling days of taking 30 children and trying to make them conform to what you want them to do and not give you a headache. And then, after you've had all those breaks, every now and again, you should have some sex. After all, if it isn't a routine, it can be a lot of fun.